Morning. Um, well, it's morning for me here in LA. It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday tea with Will. Oh my God, I'm tripping. I don't know why I woke up this morning and it felt like Saturday, but it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday tea with Mo. Thank you for coming in. My guy's already here. Let me fix this. Okay, cool. All right, so today on Tuesday Tea with Mo, we will be chatting with spoken word artist, musician. He's from DC. He's young and vibrant and very headstrong and very dedicated to his art and his craft. But he's also, as we call it, from like one of the one of the hoods in DC from 21st Street. So it's kind of weird talking about like trying to, anywho, I'm gonna bring him in. He's coming in. He's coming in. I know I'm crazy. I just got back from my run. We meet in the car again.
Yes,
Where are you on your way to now?
work. Now I gotta go to the mall first, and then I'm going to work.
You going to the mall? What you getting from the mall?
White Air Force One.
My daughter she just got some new ones in the mail just yesterday.
Yeah, they're the best $90 pair of shoes.
It looks like it's nice over there now. Is it still hot?
All right. So it's like 93. So in real life, it's like 100.
It's
So
about 100. Yeah, in real life, yeah, it's about.
yeah, so like
Because for people who don't know that DC humidity is that it could be 93, but it feel like 150.
it's like I gotta take a shower every time I go in the house hot.
Yeah, that's one thing I do love about out here. It's like even when it's hot, there's normally a little breeze
Um,
because the water is out here. So I didn't got spoiled by the weather out here. I'm not even gonna lie. Your mom probably has too, hasn't she? She got
exactly.
spoiled by the weather. So what time you got to be to work? How soon? How long you got before?
Nah. This come first. I'm a musician first. I can go get some money. I take a sacrifice for my music before I worry about a job.
There you go. So I know that for some people who didn't see the live on what was that Sunday when you were on Sunday. So introduce yourself again. Let us know who you are. What's your music? Talk to us.
How y'all doing? My name is Trap Boy 20. I'm a musician, poet, video director, and a storyteller. I say that I'm a reality rapper, but I'm a storyteller. I've been rapping since I was 11. I'm 24 now, and I just tell stories of myself, my peers, what I see around me, just everyday life from a standpoint that the person that won't be embarrassed. What's up, cuz? So from the person that you won't be embarrassed to say, I'm that guy. That's why I say voice of the project. So,
Hmm.
so I'm gonna display a few raps that I do have that we spoke about on Sunday, but just to get into it. I know we left off at the young guy that got the 11-year-old boy that got killed. So I was
Yeah, so
down.
I want to touch on that really quick before you jump into your music about that because so for those of you who may or may not know who are just tuning in, so what was it about 3 weeks ago already?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, an 11-year-old boy got killed in a crossfire. He was like his mom had just like told him to go get her phone out the house or something.
Yeah, what like the older guys were at. I guess he was like going towards where they was at, not directly with them, but towards where they was at to go in the house, and the tragic situation happened.
So this is part of, and we're going to definitely come back to music because we actually left off with you talking about your uncle.
Yeah, I got that too. I was in the house studying.
You
Oh
was in
yeah,
the house studying.
I was.
Okay, so I want to talk about that because that's one of the things for me. You know, me growing up at home in DC, and so for anyone when you hear me say home, it's DC. Home is DC. DC is home for me. Even though I live in LA, so for me growing up, there was a street code. You know what I mean? No kids, no women, no elderly. Like so, but nowadays, I mean, especially from what I see on like Murder Mayhem, DC,
Yeah.
like everything that's going on, it's like there's no code anymore. So what is
All right. So on the breakdown of that, how I look at it is like most of my friends look at, even though we the same age, they look at me as like a big homie in a sense, because we look at it like I
they look
got,
at you as the big homie?
yeah, because the who raised me. You see what I'm saying? Like I got older people that told me certain things. You're not supposed to do this. You're supposed to walk this way. You're supposed to always remain a gentleman to the older folks or to the kids. You're supposed to carry yourself in a certain way. But nowadays it's not like that. It's more so like if I see you, it's up there. It could be at a party, for instance. And then it's like you I can better explain it in my rap, but it's more so like if you about to go handle your business, how we would say, and you see it's kids, old ladies, moms, whatever, you supposed to stop that mission. That mission got to get aborted because it's civilians out there. It's not, oh, I'm about to go get my man. That's how we was raised. You go get your man. You don't. Them innocent bystanders ain't got nothing to do with that. And then if you ask me, I don't care how a nigga feel about it. You supposed to go to jail. If you do that and a kid end up dying or an old person, you got to go to jail. You got to go turn yourself in. That's just me. Cause I know some niggas might be mad at me for saying this on live. Nigga, if you breaking them, go ahead, go handle your business. You gotta go sit down. But them kids ain't got nothing to do with what we got going on outside. That's how I look at it.
So what I mean, I know because that wasn't your situation personally, like you weren't in like that wasn't your situation, but
Right.
what goes through the minds of the youngins when they're like going to go handle their business, right? When
So
they go handle their business and they do see the kids and stuff around, like what is that disconnect that they don't stop?
I'm gonna break it down to you. All right, so if they just did a drive by, they said, "Oh, we about to go slide on the enemy." Bet we go slide right there. Say somebody died off the rip, like a random, bam. All right, my man just died. In they head, because I used to think like this. Mine is the elderly and the girls and the kids. I used to think like, and if it's any nigga out there that look like whoever I'm looking for, that's their ass. More so than nowadays, it's not like that. It's more so I don't care who out there. You see what I'm saying? That's the bad part of the structure that we have from back then to now. It's more so like, man, they just killed my man. We about to go slide rather than nah. Let's go sit on them. Let's go see how they moving. If we gotta go sit on their house for a couple days and lay in the bushes, we gonna find whoever he is. But we ain't got time to be killing innocent people. Cause once you break that code, go to jail. You got to go. Yeah, you got to go sit down because
Because I'm gonna keep it 100. When I was growing up and the old heads, I mean not the old heads, it wasn't old heads at that time, but when they was like that's how it was handled. First of all, they made lamp in the cut for a month or two just to
yeah,
go and see how you move, see what's going on, see who's around. That's how it was handled back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, and listen, I want to be very very clear on here. First of all, if you're here, we're keeping it 1,000. So how we was coming out, that's real. That's what goes on in the hood. That's how we were raised. That's just what it is. So if you get offended, we can't apologize for that. So we just keeping it 100. But I'm gonna just keep it 1,000. Like even when it came down to getting somebody's head, it was like there were no really a real straight up. There were no bystanders because you went down on your man. You hear
yeah,
me?
that's the one thing with my neighborhood. Being though I'm from 21st Street, our reputation speaks for itself. But that's one thing that I take pride with my neighborhood. It ain't no, oh yeah, them people just killed such and such. They from 21st. Nah, I got to go find whoever such and such is before I even react to the situation. That's one thing Nipsey taught me was we gotta we gotta study our reactions before we react to something. You see what I'm saying? So study what you about to get yourself into before you just hop in the car and y'all end up killing a kid. You see what I'm saying? So, and then like you said, what goes on in your mind? All right, we done been in these back seats and these passenger seats and seen, all right, bodies dropping. What do you think in your head when you see a little body drop? Because at this point, your adrenaline rushing. We not really looking at bodies, so you can't be looking at no 11-year-old body and see that body drop and don't feel like you a pussy. To me, even me myself, if we going on a mission and I see a lady fall, oh, I'm pussy. Like, I don't give a fuck what the next nigga say. I'm pussy in my head because I just did that. To me, that's like the ultimate sin in the street. You can't go like that. That's how I
So
look at it.
who's holding everybody accountable?
I don't know. I don't know at this point because I guarantee you, if it was somebody from our neighborhood that was a situation and they was beefing with such and such, it's gonna be niggas outside like, nah, y'all, that ain't it. But that's just how my neighborhood ran. Like it's still old niggas around my neighborhood, so I don't know about everybody else, but we still got a couple people that'll pull you to the side and call you out on your shit, and that's really what a nigga might need. Like we don't have that in DC. Like in LA, when I'm out there, I see they structure. Like I know what they, you know what I'm saying? I know what they
So
want.
I mean, so is do you think part of the problem is that is no more like OGs in the hood, like everybody's locked up or they came home, they on some different time? Because like, are the youngest even listening to anybody? Because so on the flip side, because I know both sides, right? So on the flip side, like I have very close friends and family that work for the Department of Youth and Rehabilitation Services, and they got a lot of programs, right? And they got a lot of like Big Brother programs, and it's called a Credible Messenger program, and these are old heads that not old heads, they ain't like 80, you know what I mean? But like, you know what I mean? They've been around, they've been locked up, they done time, so but they have programs, you know what I mean? They have programs and people that are actually in the communities, but for some reason, like the young is not listening to them. They're not gravitating to them.
I'm gonna give it 1,000 with you. It ain't that they listening. I mean, it's not that we not listening, but I'm gonna give you a next example. All right, you just came home from doing 15, and you come out with this arrogance. I don't give a fuck about what you talking about. Like that's what it is. Because if you want to keep it 100 with you, I move a little different. I ain't really one nigga with my chest poked out. I'm gonna let you pop your shit until I feel disrespected. That's the 90. That's just the 5% of me. You got a 95% that I be with. My road dogs. They'll look at the nigga like, nigga, you went to jail for 15 years. Fuck, we gotta listen to you for. Because they want
Mm,
arrogance like, this my shit. We look at
mm,
it, I kill you. Like, that's what it is. So
mm,
disconnect. That's where our disconnect is because you have people like me, which I had my Uncle Benny, I had my Uncle Chuck, my OG Cheeks. I talk to him every day. I got them to be like, that ain't how you move. Or like we talk about the stock market. Like I got them type of OGs. Then you got these type of OGs that come out, man, this match, ooh, this me. Y'all gonna work for me. Then you got youngins that's my age that's gonna put their yeah on you and be like, nah, we not even going like that. So that's where
mm,
that comes from, and that trickles down to we about to go slide on the enemies and the baby getting killed because y'all for one not even teaching us the rules of this. Then on top of that, you come home with your chest poked out. We gonna smash you. That's just how we think. Like for
So
real.
at this point it's a badge of honor to come home after doing the bid.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like looking at it like, yeah, I'm back. Woo, woo, woo. I'm trying to get back. Then you see youngins that was babies at one point. So you don't know their faces. They probably getting that bag. And then you gonna look at it like, nah, well, I'm supposed to get a piece of this. We gonna look at you like, nah, that's not what it is. Unless
Mm,
you come correct. Like if you come accordingly and you say, yeah, I need some woo, woo, woo. All right, bet. You probably had youngins that tell you, all right, that's you over there. You can't come right here. They gonna feel some type of way. And youngest ain't got no feelings. It ain't no, oh yeah, the old dude from woo 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 just came up here. Nah, we got to smash him. Cause now he in the way.
yeah.
It's a lot of
So,
people that
so it's a lot. It sounds like a lot of youngins are desensitized
yeah,
to.
got to be.
Yeah.
You gotta be. All right, so I give you a perfect example. I lost my brother LB 6 months after it was about like 2 months, we lost his dad. Then we lost him. Then about 6 months after that, we lost his favorite cousin. Then after that, you losing your homies on top of that. You ain't got time to be grieving. Like that's one thing I had to learn on my own because I live outside of my neighborhood. So I can go in and go out and catch a vacation. That's how I call it. My homies can't do that. We don't have
Mhm.
time to, oh, my man just got killed yesterday. Let me grieve for a week. Nah, because he might got killed yesterday, then your man might get killed 2 days later. So you think we about to let this old nigga that went to jail for 15 years press us out? You got to go. That's just what it is.
Mhm.
So that's
Mhm. And I think that's the reality that because when I was growing up, it was the same thing. Like I was seeing family members, friends. I mean, that was our reality. You know what I'm saying?
so
And it's the
right.
same today. It's probably like 20 times worse now. But even back when I was growing up, that was my reality. So I never grieved towards anything. And for me, death was
Oh,
very death was nothing. I could just move through death, and I could move through the killings, and I could move through everything that was happening because we saw it so much. You know what I'm saying? But part of that's also a huge part of where everything is now, and people don't understand. People see the outside and not understand like the inside. Like mentally, we
man,
just keep.
you know,
It's like you keep.
like
It's a
that,
cycle. It's a cycle, and it keeps going. And then we haven't even touched on addiction, drugs, the lean, all of
all
that kind of stuff.
that, and I speak on that. Like one thing when you that me and my mom speak on, and I talk to G Herbo a lot with this shit is we got PTSD in real life. Like we don't get cures for it. We don't get what you call it. We don't get
Treatment.
treatment for it. We don't get that title of this man has post traumatic stress.
Oh, diagnosis.
Yeah, we don't get diagnosed that. Your whole
Hmm.
neighborhood got that. So
Hmm.
it's like we've been grieving since I was 2.
Our
Like
entire lives. We've been
you know
grieving
what
our entire lives. Yeah.
I'm saying? You talking about listening to you? Like no. Like your mentality is different. Like guaranteed, like when we spoke last week with Murder Mayhem, what people might not know, one of my homegirls from around my way named Tia, she got killed.
I
And
saw that.
got killed in front of her daughter. So you have people like me, for instance.
And how old? She was like 23, 24,
She just turned 22.
22, 22 years, a 22-year-old young woman
Yeah.
got killed in front of her daughter, right?
Yeah. So on top of that, then like a week before that, one of my homies got killed. So that's a week time span. I ain't got time to, oh, my man just died. Then one of my real, like Charlie was my heart. So it's like we grew up together. I can't even grieve on that because my mentality is who gonna look after her daughter? Like that's how we think. So we don't got time to sit and cry and all that. That's when addiction come in. Because you have weed, lean, cigarettes, whatever the kids got accessible to them, they gonna jump on it. Then we got guns now. Like back in y'all days, y'all had like 38. Y'all might bring out an AK when it's, you got to spank a block. Nowadays, kids walking around with Glock 40. Like, it's not no, it's easy. And then you got to remember, he already got PTSD. He already for the anger, and he got grieving problems. And y'all just killed this man. Oh, he gonna smash you. That's just what it is. It's just how we look at it. It's not no
Hmm.
queen with that. That's why some people don't be like we aggressive or we act like New Orleans people because we so aggressive. It ain't that we're aggressive. It's either you with it or you not, and that's what it is with us. Like it just happen. We the youngest out the group, meaning we ain't, some of us don't got nothing to live for. That's the scary part. Because like you said, kids end up dying. That don't justify, but if you trickle it down, it's like they don't even have nothing to live for.
So let me ask you, so is it not having anything to live for, like not, is nothing inspiring the
Exactly.
youngest right now? Is it like, okay, for you, you found music. How did you find music?
I found music when I was 7. I found music when I was 7. It was around like 2007 or 2006, going on 7. Soldier Boy was out. I can't dance for nothing. I'm gonna tell him this story when I meet him. I can't use for shit. So I was, in the little spot or whatever, and one of my homies was playing Nipsey, and I noticed he had a song called RSC, and he was talking in a sense of somewhat of my reality, but in a way that I can see the picture. Like he was talking, not oh we gonna dance. He's more so like I'm on it to the block done, to the motherfucking cops come, we shoot to these shots done. We living that. So I'm like, oh, I'm about to rap like that. Then I ain't got no father. So I'm in the streets searching for what I think a father look like. I'm living 15 people in one bedroom. We in the project. Oh, I can tell this story. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I always at me doing music. And I always learned that I can, speak my voice in the sense. So I felt like that's what Allah put on my plate for me. Like, oh, I'm gonna give you this assignment.
So is music that one thing? Is it safe to say that music is that one thing that maybe keeps you
out the street?
Yeah, I mean, you can't really. That's one thing I'm gonna say. Like, you from. I can't speak on any other city, but you from home. You from DC. Like, there is kind of really no disconnect from being around the streets because everything that go DC is so small. So, but when I say out the streets, just because me and you and I know, but I'm being clear for everybody else, right? So, yeah, out the streets. Meaning like giving you something to when you making decisions, it gives you something to think about because you are planning for a future.
All right, perfect example. My little brother Tone just jumped in. Perfect example. He noticed, this is a true story. I was some shit in basketball when we was kids. But I got on the basketball team so I could stay off the streets. That's the example.
You got on a basketball team to do what?
Stay off the streets.
Stay off the streets.
So that's the example of what our mentality is. You in and out. You see dying, you see drug addicts. My uncle was a drug addict. So to me, it's like, man, let me go play basketball for Francis. He know he in the comments. I was some shit, but I got all the rebounds. So it can make me a priority to say, oh, twin play basketball. In real life, I just ain't want to be outside at 11 o'clock at night serving somebody's grandmother. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then you got some kids who really find basketball and really find football. But when you get 18, 19, you see them outside with you. And you be like, damn, Shorty had time. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shorty was like that, but you can't control that. Like,
you got caught up.
Yeah, so it's easy though. Like, my men right now, they always, when I put them around my way, man, keep doing music. They know my mentality, I ain't gonna stop, but we feel as though we gotta keep telling each other, like, man, keep doing this. Like I tell my friends, you want to be a cameraman? Let's go buy a camera. Go on YouTube and study. That's your college essay. You study and be the best cameraman you think you can possibly be because it might not be nothing to this person, but to us and where we from, that's big to us. You want to work at the post office. Nigga, let's make you some fake applications. We're going to get you in the post office because that's how we look at it. But that's just
yeah. So for me and you, I mean, we're getting to know each other a little bit more, but for me that's reaching back, right? That's how I like to reach back, like give opportunities to the next generation coming up. Like, okay, you want to be a video director? Here we go. Let's put together a shoot. You got an artist? Let's do this. So why is not enough of that happening in the hood so that there's something going on to where the youngins actually feel like they're actually number one being a part of something and then doing something constructive and then you put it out on. I mean, why is it like social media is free right now? The internet is free. Like you can push out music, you can push out videos, you can push out whatever you're doing like as much as you want to gain the traction. So if the attention is going towards that, it seems like it would take less attention off of the other stuff. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna ask you this: at the end of the day, like, what for real are at this point in time, what are the hoods beefing over? Because who's really getting money like that? Number one. Number two, with all the stuff going on, with all these government, like, do you know about the Blue Light Project?
Yeah, I read about it.
Okay, so when all of this stuff is going on, like there's so many things that are going on, and the government has all of these initiatives in place to actually like bring us down, and they're doing it for your generation.
Exactly. But the
Where do
first,
you see that? I mean, don't tell me specifically, but are you good?
I'm straight.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm straight.
Okay.
So,
Go
uh,
ahead.
so for the first question about like money wise, it's more so now. Speaking on social media, this one thing that one of my OGs tell me all the time. His name Cheeksy from H Play. He tells me this all the time. One thing with you, twin, and other rappers is not embarrassed to speak about your embarrassment. You got, and then like you said, you have social media. All right, we have social media, but let me wrap this to you. So if I say it was trap house for a whole week, catching contact from the Kush brain, because I don't smoke. So it was trap house for a whole week, catching contact from the Kush brain. Throat itching or nose bleed from my OG because he snort cane. Desire to turn on this fire at stove tops while I listen to Rick James. Mama tell me she gonna love me regardless. That's my Shaka Khan sweet thing. Remember them shows, me and Los, we was trying to make a big change. We heard he was hot, we didn't know. We run out the spot when the blitz came. Pee Wee tell me hit the road, found the studio, then I had to switch lanes. Snatch Los, I got big cane, turned to big raps when my dad came. In the streets, you get all of it. Depending on what niggas want from it. Stay away from the ones running, never scared because I come from it. And I'ma get money regardless. My lawyer gonna chew up the charges. I grew up with killers and mobsters. Shorty just look at my posture. Now if I rap that and say it was trap house for a whole week, catching contact from the Kush brain. Throat itching or nose bleed from my OG high snow cane. That's my uncle. But kids,
Mm-hmm.
days you got Instagram. I'm not about to tell you my uncle was a dope head. That's how they
Mm-hmm.
think.
Mm-hmm.
So if I
Mm-hmm.
and I say Chuck in the bathroom doing dope, and I used to wash in the kitchen. We used to watch from what we was eating. It used to be coking my dishes. It used to be hard to breathe. I feel like that shit in my system, and it's kind of hard to see. I smell it whenever I'm pissing. I'm talking about his drugs.
Mm-hmm.
My age, they not about to. I'm not about to tell you that. That's the difference. That's what makes you different from the next person because I'm not ashamed to tell you that. It is what it is with me. But other kids, I say kids because I'm still 24 and I don't want to separate it like I'm old. But
Yeah.
my generation, I want you to look at Instagram and see that I got on Balenciagas and a Gucci belt, but I live in my mother's house though. That's what they not gonna tell you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
But
that's what the disconnect on. If you want to speak, why the youngest ain't really trying to pursue this gold mine that I call music. Because if you got money and you got a talent, we can go on Instagram right now and hit the promote button. You see what I'm saying? I can go on Instagram right now and hit $10 promote. Bam. That's 30,000
so
views.
that's my whole thing, right? You about to spend 300, you about to spend five, six, $700 on Balenciaga, but you don't want to put $10 to promote whatever you're doing.
They're not going to do that because they morals. You got to look at it like this. In the sense of I've been paying bills and helping out with bills since I was 11. I know what real responsibility look like. If you a young and you outside, you not really hustling. Let's be 100. You're not really getting no money. And anything, any type of money you do get, you're not gonna give it to your parents because you don't want to look weak out here. So you want to show, oh my man, if I just bought the Cartiers, them $1,200 glasses, but your mother broke. Your rent ain't
So
paid.
it looks weak to make the bread and give it to their
It look
mother.
it look weak to your friends, but you'd rather look cool to your friends than your folks.
But what, so that's my question. Why does helping out your mother or the
Because
household look weak?
because
What about that looks weak?
you got homies like me that's gonna go to your body if you do the opposite. You got homies like me that'll be like, oh yeah, you about to go to the mall, your rent paid, and then they, man, twin, you always let me live a little bit. I'm young now. It don't work like that because you can go buy them Balenci's and that pink slip gonna be on your door. Then what? Then you gonna look weak to your friends and your mother. So who you really showing off for? So you got the illusion that we have. All right, we got this platform now. I can get on this platform and be Barack Obama if I wanted to. So to them, they're gonna use that platform. And you got celebrities too. Every post I make, I gotta look like this. So that puts an image in a person's head now that, oh, I can't go outside. But you in real life, you broke. But in the kids' mindset, yeah, you see Shorty got that new Benz, they got 150,000 miles on it. You see what I'm saying? But he look sweet. That don't mean nothing. Then when you got people,
It's all an illusion, and I think that's the disconnect from the youngins. It's like it's an illusion. It's an
fake.
illusion.
Like, bro, it's fake. Like, then when I will pull up, I can rap about this to my homies. Like, I can literally pull up on you, pull out my phone, and show you the stock market and be like, hey, you got $500, put it in here. Put it in American Airlines real quick. Even though it's a pandemic, you know it's about to open back up. You probably be sitting on some money. They'll look me dead in my face and say, take me over to PG Mall real quick. But you didn't hear what I just told you. I'm
Hmm.
block you from though. You see what I'm saying? We from the
Hmm.
same hood. It's just your mentality different. Like it's easy for me to say right now, I just bought my dream car. It's a Honda Accord, but it's a coupe. It's a 2017, but it's a Honda. So to them, they not looking at, oh, twin guy 2017 with 32,000 miles on it. This is what they gonna say. Twin guy Honda. You see the difference? This car gonna last me for a good minute. But you got Audi with 150,000 miles. I see you in 2 months, but they don't see that because they got an imagery. We more
Hmm.
so like your era and who I was raised by. They gonna look at it like, nah, I'm gonna drive this bucket until it can do no more. But my rent paid. I ain't
Let,
got.
let me. I'm gonna be the first to say. Listen, I've been out here in LA for over a little over 17 years, right? Till this day, and it's because of how I was raised, and coming from home, like, and I know how to grind. I know how to hustle. I still drive a Nissan, right? But everything else is covered.
Yeah,
And my extra money goes to my businesses. It goes to my projects. It goes to my kids. Like, and I'm also not, I don't have to have the latest car. For me, when I can get that stuff, I need to not be able to have to worry about no other bill in
yeah.
life, and my family's taken care of, and all that kind of stuff. But
But
that comes with a certain mentality of being able to hustle, to know that you see a bigger picture, right? And you can go ahead and live on the medium line and chill and live in simplicity until you get
yeah,
wherever you're trying to go.
you can live without worrying about damn my rent about to be late. Like you see what I'm saying? Like I'm the type of person, for instance, I don't really care about iPhones or Jordans and stuff like that. So they'd be like, damn, bro, you got iPhone 6. I pay my rent for the next 6 months. I'm not worried about no iPhone, bro. Like, that's just me, though. But you got kids that don't think like me. It's sad to say that's the majority. Like,
So is that because of a lack mentality? Is it, or is it just trying to keep up with like the next thing that's
so,
coming out? Because where again, we back to disconnect. Where's the disconnect of thinking on a bigger scale?
ain't
Because
that
I think this is where the lean and all of that come in. Like, how can they think on another scale if they are high and like drunk all the time? Even when K2 was out, it was like I've never
yeah,
seen, when I came home, me coming home for the past like 3 years, the last 3, 4 years, when I started to see that trajectory of so many young dudes being burnt out on K2, sleeping or at the bus stop. I've never seen so many youngins sleeping at the bus stop, begging, like literally like leaning over off of K2. I'm like, what the hell is going on? It looked like zombies. It literally looked like a zombie world.
you gotta remember, all right, so we got an entertainment business. Prime example, you got Future. He gonna say, I got lane, embarrassing. So these kids gonna say, I drink lane, it ain't embarrassing. He's
Mhm.
a millionaire, bro. That nigga ain't drinking lean. That shit is liquid heroin. But you gonna go out here and rob a pharmacy and really get lane, and be nodding off at a bus stop. 10 years from now, your body gonna be messed up. So it's all on your mentality. Like my mom, like for instance, I lived in a household with crackheads. I never wanted to do drugs. My uncles and them smoke good weed. Every day they smoke good game. You're not about to pass that to me. I don't drink alcohol at all because my mother used to drink it. I'm cool on that. But it's your mentality. You know what I'm saying? I probably done bought more weed for other people than I ever thought about smoking it. But that's just your mentality. Like, nah, I'm cool. But you gotta really be strong and really like be able to fight that demon and be like, nah, I'm not gonna do it.
So let
Because
me ask you this: is there from where you're sitting, is there any hope in the young dudes like getting? Is there any hope to connecting to them for them to like get their mindset differently? Like, is there any hope for them? Because I think a lot of people, especially my generation, that's like looking, and we just looking to keep saying, and I'm saying we as a collective. I'm not saying me personally, because if I had given up, I wouldn't be on this right here with you. So I still haven't given up hope, but it always looks like, man, them youngers just gonna be who they gonna be. Them youngers is wild, them youngers is off the chain, and
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. And people that's on this live might not like what I say streetwise. This is what it is. You got spoiled kids out here. They spoil you. It's me all the time. So you got spoiled kids. Then you got young parents that's not really gonna take the initiative to see what their kids is doing. So you're gonna let them do what they want. So they're gonna step outside. On top of that, all right, they in this grown man world now. And you spoiled as hell. That's not gonna work out in your favor because you're gonna start looking at everybody as an enemy if you don't get what you want. You know what I'm saying? So you can sit up there and say, man, stop doing this, stop doing that. They're gonna look at you like, you're not my mother. Because my mother ain't gonna tell me this, so why am I listening to you? It's all it is. That's what it breaks down to. You got spoiled kids. You got spoiled adults. You can be 29 years old but still be 15 in your head. It's all on your mentality and your spirit. It's about, I look at it like it's a spirit that you're walking into. It could be the same body. It could be that human form, but it depends on what type of time your spirit on. It's about your spirit saying, oh, no, I gotta get out of this. But if not, if you accustomed to you getting everything you wanted, I'm bad as hell. My mother ain't really doing nothing to it. That ain't about nothing. Nobody go outside do what I do, and then you spoil you. A nigga can be like, let me tell you some game. You spoil you. You're not about to listen to what this old nigga telling you, because you already spoil you. I can tell you right now to this day, my big brother 40, he on lean hard. I will never in my life touch that shit. But every time I get around him, hey, stop doing that. He listening to me, but I'm his little brother. He spoil you. Whereas I'm listening to my little brother. So it's all on their mentality. That's really what it is. It's your mentality. Like if you can't get outside yourself and get outside your body, that's how I look at it. It's one to know who you are, but one thing that I learned when I was a kid is I found out who I was when I was 11. So I say it's a gift and a curse. I knew who Twin was when I was 11. So it wasn't nobody or no drug or nothing that was gonna break me from me hustling. Like I knew, oh no, I got to get up out of here. That's what it was with me. I might slide through. You can ask my homie. I might slide through two times a month, but that's just me. That's not what it is. I was just placed here for a reason. I'm not about to die right here. I'm not about to get influenced with, oh, we on drugs, we doing this, we doing that. No, that's cool. I love y'all to death, but I see something different. That's all you got. If you don't see nothing different, then what you doing? You wasting air. Like, if, not that sound disrespectful, but if you around me and you ain't doing nothing, go back home. That's just how I look at it. If we say, like I went to the double XL thing in 2018, I just brought my brother with me. He out there promote. Yeah, this my brother, Trap Boy Twin. He ain't gonna look at it no different because we brothers. But I guarantee you, if I took one of my men, oh, we about to go to New York. We about to look. First thing they gonna say is, we going to the mall. We about to look sweet. Nah, we working. Oh, never mind. You can leave me right here. So it's your mentality. If you ain't got a mentality to get up in the morning, even like I tell my homie, man, go get a part-time job. That's $300 in your account every 2 weeks. Go do something beneficial for a couple days out the week. It's your mentality. If you wake up and you swear you outside, you doing this, bro. This is not the 80s. You're not getting money. This ain't the 90s. You're not getting money. So what is your real goal outside? Then you get mad at certain people like me. You'll catch an attitude with me because I tell you, oh nah, you can't even get in my car if you ain't think about leveling up. Like if you're not thinking about, you ain't got, all right, so you got a license. I do DoorDash, and I text you your phone, and I say, yeah, cuz I'm about to send you this DoorDash application. Go do that. Go get some money. You get about $700 a week. If you text me back and be like, nah, oh, say no more. I'm blocking you. That ain't about nothing. Because we in the streets, yeah, we in the streets, but you gotta have something for your future self. We could be in the streets all day long. It's not about we being outside. What you going home to? What you bringing your folks when you go to the house? You see what I'm saying? So that's our disconnect. I can be outside with you all day long. We could be hustling the same shit all day long. But when I go home, oh, my rent gonna be paid for. When you go home, that same $800 we both made, I'm gonna go right up 21st Street and pay this rent. You gonna say, hey twin, take me up Neiman Marcus. That's the difference. That's the disconnect. Because I'm gonna go right back outside in these same Air Force Ones that cost $95 and go get some more money. You gonna come outside with the $800 Balenci's on and be broke as shit. So it's all on our mentality. That's the same thing goes back. Same thing going back to. Let me charge this phone. That's the same thing. That's just if we going back to. You can hear me?
Yeah, that's perfect.
It's the same thing as if we going back to the little 11-year-old boy that got killed. Our mentality, if it's time to go load up on something, we gotta go sit on Shorty. We gotta go see what Shorty talking about. We gotta go see how Shorty maneuver. He might go outside every day, wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, get his little stretch on. Oh, that's when we gonna go smash him. Not, oh, we having a cookout, this, that, and third. We about to just let that shit go. And it is what it is with whoever. Nah, it's your mentality. Because you got youngins like me who look at it like, nah, you got to go walk down on your man. You got to go hop out this car and go get at him. Then you got youngins my age who might justify what happened. They might be like, yeah, we just spanked Shorty and them. But that's a baby. You see what I'm saying? Them kids. You ain't spanked shit. To us, like that's how we look at it. You ain't really spanked nobody. If you hitting at kids and babies and females, what is you doing? What's your purpose? That's just all on. It's a mentality thing. Like it's a lot of in my neighborhood. It's a lot of youngers with a lot of potential. I love that. I love to see them with it. Yeah, bro, I'm about to do this twin. Woo, woo, woo. Your job and your objective is don't look at Shorty no other type way. Tell them go do that. Shorty say, oh, I want to go to Duke Ellington. I like drawing. You tell them go to Duke Ellington. What's your college? How much they want for college? Let's go get that. Not, oh, you drawing, you weird. You drawing, that's a game. People do shit like that. Instead of saying, oh yeah, Shorty, what that college tuition looking like? How much that shit is a year? Let's go get that. If we still hustling, if you hustling, that's what you hustle for. You go put your little man onto something. That's like me to this day. I probably get off the same amount of weed as the nigga standing outside, but I got 3 jobs. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, oh yeah, what you doing, son? I'm about to go to work. And it is what it is. Like, you can look at me lame if you want. Nah, I got a job. I be outside too, but I got incomes. Like, I tell my man, the average millionaire got 6 incomes. I got
So
3
when
incomes.
when the youngins that are younger than you that see you going to work and they're still outside, what happens where they're not like being uh, influenced by you, and they're not being
All right,
motivated but influenced by how you move?
so it's 2 different kinds because I got youngins from that around my neighborhood that they like DM me frequently. Be like, yeah, I just went on Indeed, twin, I'm about to get a little job. They taking heed to it because they see the influence because Twin don't live in the projects no more. You know what I'm saying? Twin got on Rolex. I'm trying to be like Twin. I'm trying to look like Twin. And you got other kids who be like, man, that's just for Twin. I'm out here. What I need to follow Twin for. You see what I'm saying? So it's really how a person's speaking it to them. Like, you gotta rap about that shit. Like, I rap about, instead of us going outside to slide on somebody, I'm about to go teach my little man how to go invest in the stock market. You gotta rap about it. You gotta push that agenda because our agenda is we selling drugs. It is what it is. We ain't got no fathers. Our mother single parents. Fuck it. That's what we've been taught since I was a kid. You killed my man, we gotta go kill 2 of your men. That's just what you've been taught.
And a lot of it has to do with not having a father figure in the home, not having
Exactly.
the males around to be able to influence, right?
And
Would you say that?
that's what we spoke on last time is we also get this too. We get the all right. So the other side, like it's two different sides for us. The other side of them kids, they get this. Oh, they don't have no father because he left, or his father's in jail for selling drugs, or anything can be his father got killed. But in our reality is he had no choice to sell drugs. He already put up in the system as a black man. He can't get no job. And then he gonna have a kid at a young age, so ain't no job about to hire him. He probably already a felon. He gonna go outside and do what he know how to do. Then when he get jammed up, we gotta go face some repercussions. Because as a police officer, that's your job to go get the minority. But they don't see that. The other side see, just like for instance with the Breonna Taylor situation, they'd tell us like, oh, if for instance they ran in her house on some petty shit, but say if she did have her door locked and didn't open the door, I guarantee you someone would have said, well, if she would have opened the door and followed their instructions, no, they would have still killed her. You
No,
see what I'm
yes, that's
saying?
true. That's
So
true.
you got the other side that says like, oh, he shouldn't have been selling drugs. Then you got us as the kids like, nigga, my father got to feed us. Like, what you want us to do? So it's all on the structure. Then you do have those father figures like my father who fall into the trap of, man, I'm a kid, I can't do this shit, and then they roll out because that's all they know. Then you do got stand-up fathers that, you know, take that risk and just so happen to go to jail. So it's all on how you look at it, because I can guarantee you, if you got a father that went to jail and you still, you know, keep in contact with him, I guarantee you that nigga that's in jail telling you, man, go to college, stay in school. That child that he telling that to, he probably work at a bank or something right now. He still got that street mentality, but he got that father figure to tell him, nah, go step on that, go do this. Then you got the youngest who like me at one point, I used to search for my father. Like I'm gonna rap it to you right now. I just wrote it. I got a song that I just wrote. It's like what I say. So I said, I stay to myself. I see how people change. They pretend to be a dog to see what they can gain. I've been in the street so long, it's hard to entertain. Hold on. I've been in the street so long, it's hard to entertain. I had to take a couple losses, so I'm used to pain. Look in the sky to see my dog, yeah. We in dog, yes. Move fast like a car with no brakes. We been through it all, yeah. Protect my dogs, yeah. Not every superhero gotta wear a cape. Willing to die for what I stand about. I'm in this trap house, me and Bo, I wrote my plan out. I only take advice from Ben, my cousin stand out. In the street, search for my dad and took my man route. I wouldn't change it at all. This depression got me, motivation got me praying I ball, but this depression got me fearing I fall. Cause I'm the one that they call when niggas need it, but I can't get it back. I got a job, I had to lay off the spot. Too many new niggas hot. I'm cash shopping on my dogs, yeah. He doing 22 to life and feel like dog, yes. Talk to my father twice a month like do my dog, kid. 2,400 for this pound, I swear it's all it. So I'm talking about shit, but I'm not really like, we gonna go do this, we gonna go do that. Nah, I'm gonna tell you what it really look like. Cause that's what we going through. We're going through, you probably talk to your father once a month because he still got to deal with, damn, I left Shorty when he was a kid. Or I left her when she was a kid. We gotta deal with that. Like you got some females out here tougher than niggas. Because instead of them being in their feelings, they went outside to go get some money. Like they kept it 100 without being the typical, oh yeah, Shorty be rolling. Nah, Shorty a gangster, she go get money. That's why you got now, I love the fact that you got females, they go get their car, they go get their driver's license first. They probably got 2 jobs before the nigga they dating. Because in their mindset, they strong, y'all stronger than us, so y'all know what type of time it is. Oh, I'm not about to sit up here and let there be no crush. Shorty ain't got no phone, she chasing niggas. Nah, I'm about to go get this bag. And that's how females is. Well, our generation, my generation of females, they got about 3 jobs and probably got a child and don't got one for nothing, but you would never know they ain't had no father. You would never know Shorty used to live in Section 8. Shorty looking sweet. But that's just our mentality. It's all on how your mentality is. We all go through the same, if not the same thing, we going through similar shit. We just don't know how to speak it because you might be embarrassed to speak your truth.
Mhm.
Then you got a youngin' like me, I'm going to tell you what it is. Yeah, I know how to crack from a crackhead who was my own. I'm gonna tell you that that's what it was with us. But then, like you said, you got kids that's not going to speak on that. You got kids probably sitting next to you. They probably dress it up real good, and you might not know. Y'all probably like y'all got the same thing in common, but he or she might not want to undress that. They gonna be scared. Like speaking on the Breonna Taylor situation, I love the fact that Lil Baby did the bigger than black and white song because he gonna speak on that. And you got youngins like him that need to be speaking on that because you got people scared. Like you got people scared to say what happened to the little 11-year-old boy was wrong. You got bitch ass niggas that, excuse my language, but they scared to say that was wrong. Then you got youngins like me that's gonna tell them like, nah, you pussy for that. Like we wasn't raised like that. You gotta get out and get your man. Same thing with police. Like the rap that I did for you the other day. For the people that wasn't on the people that wasn't on the line.
Come on, boo, it's your time. Take your time. It's your time.
So for the people that wasn't on here last week, I got a song that I made. Let me find it real quick.
So they're not saying it because they're scared. Why like they're scared?
Yeah.
Like,
So all right.
have an opinion because they're scared of what somebody's going to think of them, or they're scared of what the repercussions going to be.
Yeah. So all right. So if you look at it like this, because I found the song, but say you look at it like this. We gonna be outside. We gonna do the Black Lives Matter jump that they put on down by the White House. Oh, we gonna walk that. We gonna show this. We gonna go down there and support. But soon as some shit happens, y'all not really proactive with it. Everybody can put up the black little the black box, but ain't nobody gonna say, oh nah, shorty, you wrong and shit for that. Or police too. Y'all hop out. They not even hopping out on us on some what y'all got going on. They hopping out putting guns in the graves. Y'all wrong for that. But ain't nobody gonna tell them that. You see what I'm saying?
But why not though?
Because they scared. It'll take a thorough nigga to say, man, y'all wild as shit for that. Because he ain't trying to get locked up. Or he don't want to take that risk. Then you got some people that's gonna jump out there and tell them, y'all gotta lock me up today. Y'all wrong as hell for that. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, because a part of what I think about, I'm like, how is the energy that the youngins are out here killing each other, shooting up? And I'm not. Let me be very clear. I'm not advocating for violence against anybody. But if we got people out here that are literally like killing our people, like we got people like George Zimmerman still walking around. You know what I'm saying? You got people. We got people that are actually like killing protesters and killing people that are standing up for black people, right? So right, and it's like out here in California, 2 people got were lynched. So why? So that's my question. Why is that energy, instead of killing each other for the youngins, why is that energy not directed towards the actual enemy? Because the actual enemy.
If you want me to be 100 with you,
I want you to be 100. I want you to be 100.
All right, so I'm gonna keep it 100.
And Matt, leave him alone. I'm not gonna don't leave. He's I want him to be 1,000. He's good.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. This is how we look at it.
Come on.
That ain't my problem. Such and such just killed my man. We need to go slide on them. But then you got kids like me who like, what you mean? Police killing black people. You see what I'm saying? But then you got kids like, man, I'm not worried about the police. Such and such down the street just killed my man. You see what I'm saying? That's how the reality of it. Like in the song that I got, I'm holding on like it's life support. I'm trying to make it out my hood with the slightest support. This pressure telling me quit, I gotta keep going. My fam sacrificed it all with nothing to show. Wanna make myself smile ear to ear, cause I know I'm safe. Or the cop ain't pull me over on no bogus case. Or the op ain't catch me slipping, try and get to my chrome. I'm 24 and still text when I'm home. Like, they don't get that part. I'm 24 and still text when I'm home. Busy catching the sale. Lost focus when I jumped in the streets. Instead of pounds, I should have purchased a beat. Instead of hopping out cars for shootouts, I should have hopped into college, played the books, and become a lawyer or doctor. Y'all not understanding that because that's real life to us. When I get in the house at a certain time, I'm texting my grandmother, hey, I'm in the house. Not to say you still got that little kid mentality, but the moment I step outside my house, I might die. You see what I'm saying? So you got kids riding around. It's easy for homies to be like, man, go get your gun license. bro, if I go get my gun license and I gotta go get this recertification, I gotta go do this, I might be a felon. I can't get no gun license, but I'm not about to let nobody kill me. I'm not about to let nobody, no police officer, oh, he got a gun, I've been reaching for a hairbrush, kill me. So that's our mentality, like, no, I'm not about to go like that. Like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just how we look at it. So when you do have kids that's living like that and they riding around with these type of, you know, guns and this type of mentality, they mentality don't even reach past police brutality.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be funny,
No, right.
your mentality ain't even gonna say the police killing people, or damn, I ain't even gonna drive today because the police outside, they might try to pull me one of them. Your mentality is, oh, I gotta go down the street and get my man revenge back. Your man dead, bro. Like, your man dead, and not to be funny, he probably dead by another black nigga. Like, what is we doing?
He probably was.
He probably just got killed by another nigga that look like you.
Oh, right.
Like, so if you really sit on it, like, what are we really doing? If it, like you said earlier, if it ain't about no money, what is we killing each other for?
Mm-hmm.
Now you got two enemies. You got the police, and then you got a nigga down the street that just don't like you. Like, that don't even justify nothing. That's like when you back in school and you know how y'all girls be beefing with a girl, you be like, what you beefing with her for? I don't know. That's what it is, basically. Like, you beefing with this nigga for what? Then you
So that, and that's my other question. Like when I was growing up, like there were not justifying killings or murders and all that, but there were reasons behind the reason why things were happening the way that they were, right? So, okay, somebody says shit gets stressful, Slim. I get it. You know what I mean? And I get it. And I hear when it gets stressful. So my question is, Northeast Spots, what's up? Thank you for chiming in. Is that your thing?
Yeah, that's my people.
Okay. So when it gets stressful, what can be done? What do you do when it gets stressful? Because you get stressed, and then your reaction, going back to what you were saying earlier, if you just react to things, then you end up losing more than what you put in.
More than what you think you gaining. So it's like, you gotta, what I say is, like we said earlier, you have to study and be mindful of your reactions when you react to something. Because that separates boys from men. That's like back in school where say somebody about to get jumped or they about to fight, and you know that kid that don't really want to fight. This is what separates a boy from a man. If a dude out of your little bunch be like, man, leave shorty alone. That's you separating a boy from a man. You know shorty ain't trying to fight, but you know you got a group of kids, they be like, what's up with you? You gotta block that out. Like, that's what separates, like you said, that's what separates you from, if you gonna be ignorant and still go with your move, or you gonna trust your reaction, sit on it, see what's really, you know what I'm saying, what's really going on, what's the repercussions behind this, what's really going to solve what I'm about to do. Because in real life, it's not going to help you. If you want to be honest, it's not going to help you. Because we got to go to sleep at night with them demons. We got to go to sleep at night with them values. Not, oh, my man, you got killed, we're going to slide on them. Now in the cycle, we're going to keep going. We all stressing. We all stressing from stuff we got going on inside the house. On top of what we got going on outside the house, man, go read a book, nigga. Like, fuck is you, like, come on, man. That's another reason, like you said earlier, that's what leads them to the drugs. Because you got music, you got the entertainment that's gonna say, oh, I'm drinking lean to ease the pain, or I'm smoking weed to ease my pain. That's cool and all, but then you got other stuff on top of that. You got kids dealing with no fathers, no mothers. You probably got kids dealing with, they probably got molested or something like that. You got kids dealing with other stuff that in their head now, all that's bottled up. Oh, all right, bet. You got to go outside. You never know what a person think about. 30 seconds ain't enough, man.
I was just getting ready to chime in because he said, I always think a 30-second decision can be your life. And it's like,
your life, though. 30 seconds is not
that split-second decision can cost your life.
All right, so So here you go, Monique. When me and you talked earlier about the different generational gaps.
Right.
He like 2 years younger than me. He real mature for his age gap, but his answer right there is what shows you the gaps. You see how me and you said, oh, nah, I'm going to sit on shorty for a good month. He said 30 seconds.